Hello, hola. It's a bit of my thing. Never been to Hawaii, but I say aloha. Oh, I said hola this time. So, just talking about is, just jump into this stuff, man. Let's just fucking jump in. Excuse my swearing. Talking about attention and mindfulness and what it means to us and why it's a thing that we should reacquaint ourselves with, because man, if you've ever spent any time with a baby or your babies or children, they know what mindfulness is. We come from the source. But so I was talking about yesterday, I talked about these three brains. I talked about three brains going on. Excuse me, this is not. So, three brains. We have the intellectual, the thing that we call the brain, mostly. Yeah, it's most of it. We also have the emotional here, and we also have the physical, which is just kind of centered just above the belly button. Oh, sorry, below the belly button. I could be wherever in the physical body, but this I've heard it called the hara in my Zen training. So it's kind of below the belly button, like a couple fingers below. But anyways, all that, as long as you lock into the body, well, your attention is in the body, you're in the physical center, right? So what I want to talk to you about right now, because my blue pencil is not working. The strange thing about this, why we're doing this, is that we actually build up a concentration power, a type of power. I've heard it described as joriki. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it in the exact Japanese. This is Zen Buddhism terms. Joriki is the concentration power, from what I know. It's also power, just simply power, in the Carlos Castaneda books, and I totally get it. Yeah, very, very, very possibly a huge anthropological literary hoax, but that those books gave me a huge amount of power. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, Carlos Castaneda could have been, and I think he was probably a very abusive human being, and very, very creepy as that should be called out. But those books, for me, had a really, really interesting energy and power that led me on to a lot of my other stuff. So all that to say, I don't know what else to say. It's a very paradoxical thing. We are perfect as we are, right? We got that? We are perfectly built as we are, but we need more work. It's like that Shunryu Suzuki quote. He's fantastic. If you've not read Shunryu Suzuki, he's fantastic. He's a Zen teacher from Japan who was told that no, it's time to go over to North America and sort those dorks out. And I think he went over to California in the 50s, but he wrote this fantastic book. Well, he didn't write it. There's a fantastic book called Zen Mind's Beginner's Mind. And I think a lot of us have heard the term beginner's mind, right? And it's a bunch of just talks that he gave. And he has this great quote that he says to his people just listening. He says, "You're all perfect just as you are, but you all need a little bit of work," right? So that's the paradox of it. So the weird paradox of mindfulness, and I'm so interested in how this messes with, or like capitalist mindset, right? We have to materialize, like materialistic kind of mindset, right? We need to pick up these things, right? I need to pick up this whiteboard. But we are also exactly who we need to be at the same time. But we also need to accumulate these things, and the accumulation of things is part of the thing that we're capitalistically, Protestant work ethic. You're not good enough unless you're working and all this. So this is the weird kind of yin and yang of it. We are still perfect as we are, but we also need to work on ourselves. And it's a really, really strange thing, because there is this power that meditation gives us, mindfulness gives us. It gives us this joriki, and I hope I'm using this right, but we're just going to use it for right now, and this power that's going on. So as it goes on, we start out with just this frame that is still perfect, but at the same time, we gotta slowly build up, hopefully in both legs at the same time. This is this concentration power that comes up within our being, and we get better and better at it. And this is an extremely real thing. But at the same time, we're also inherently good as we are. But we also need work. It's a wrestling match, friends. It's really, really is, because I have no doubt that a lot of people have a lot of other concerns, and they think that mindfulness is too hard because I got my job, I got my relationship, I got my kids, I got my car, I got my mortgage, and I totally understand that. But what I'm working towards is to communicate to you that it's really not much more effort. There's a little tweak of effort that's going on, and that's one that we take off the cushion. You got to be on the cushion. You got to be on the cushion in the morning, and then I am very formalist with that, fundamentalist, well, for lack of a better word. But it's really not that hard. It's just a little tweak of things that makes things a lot better, and then helps us understand what this joriki, it's not like chi's the life force that we already have, but how do we funnel this chi within to ourselves with intention, attention with intention, because our attention with intention changes everything. Yeah, it's that little tension. Again, tension, intention, tension, attention. The little tension that helps us move it, and is that little bit of that difficulty is really interesting, because that's what I think one of the ways that we start build up this joriki up here. Just like any tension in a gym or any athletic pursuit helps you build up this stuff. Anyways, that's enough for now. I got pizza to eat, and thank you for listening. As always, aloha, and we'll talk soon.